Today I have with me Monica Vadhera, who is a yoga expert and today focusing on the holistic well-being. Welcome, Monica.
Thank you so much, Mandeep, for having me here. And good morning.
Good morning. I also want to say namaste as a student of yours. Okay, I just wanted to tell everyone that Monica has been part of WiP from the very beginning, and I was impressed the number of some of our members who've been going to her individually. I read about her and I saw that she had over 2 decades of experience. And as what attracted me was that her beginning was in investment banking and more than 10 years in Citibank and HSBC, and then she moved into education. And then she got into the yoga bit, and that she set up her own company, which was very nice. It was founded by her, Winter2Spring, which names fascinates me always. And she got into sharing what she had been practicing as an individual. I see that she has always been a athletic and sports person, even through schools, and she's got a lot of notable achievements. So, Monica, that's very exciting. But first question comes from when I saw Citibank to getting into this, I had to ask you that how come from a banking thing into moving into a career very, very different? How did this transformation happen?
I think this is a question that a lot of people ask, and they also get, quite fascinated by how could you make that career shift. So for me, my dad's from the forces. So as from right from the beginning as a child, we were always exposed to a lot of outdoor activities, right? So being active was something a part of our DNA. So when I was with banking, I loved what I did. It gave me such a great platform, confidence, and name it. And the banking industry gave me all of that. And then I went on to teaching. So I was also teaching in a high school, in an institution with IBDP students. I was happy, but I was not content, right? And through this journey of my professional life, yoga was always a part of me in different forms, right? I used to always reach out to it in different ways and means whenever I got an opportunity. And there came a point in my life where, I think COVID hit. And when COVID hit, I was still teaching in the school, and I had also done a certification in my yoga. And at that point in time, there were so many people who were really suffering, suffering not just from the point of view of a very detailed one, but even at a superficial level, at a base level, they were suffering in terms of less sleep, anxiety, all of those elements that came with the pandemic. That's when, something stirred in me and said, you know what, let me just reach out and start helping at least some people, my friends. And I remember 2019, I think May or April, is when I just, reached out and I said, I'm doing something, you want to join in? And it was just out of my compassion for everybody around me. And you won't believe, Mandeep, I had like at the first instance, I had 45 people just joining in. And it was absolutely, it was just completely as a support system I wanted to give them. And that's when my journey started. And I realized that, within a few months, how many people started feeling a difference. They started feeling much more at ease, at comfort, and all the negativity slowly started, disappearing for them. And they started becoming more full of life, even through the tough times that we all went through. And that's when I realized that, maybe this is my calling, for being able to reach out and help somebody. And it was a tough decision because I had to let go of my, my years of hard work and get into something completely new. But today I really thank Almighty for giving me that guidance to take this step, And that's when my journey, I let go of everything and I poured my heart and soul, and I just kept doing my certification. I continued teaching, and today it's been 5 years that I've been, established my baby, my Winter2Spring. And Winter2Spring also comes from a very deep thought. So I actually dedicate this interview to my mentor, Daisaku Ikeda. I follow Buddhism and I've been following since a very long time, close to about 20 years. And, he's always taught us that always cherish the life in front of you in whatever capacity you can. And hence, with that thing as my base, I kept moving forward, month after month after month. And hence, today where I am, it's only because of the teachings of his teachings that has been, ingrained into our DNA, of and the fact that, in whatever way that I could assist, help, guide as many people as I could. That is how that whole turn happened in my life. And also going through the whole corporate life, I realized that, we all have so much of stress, which maybe we do not show, and how it's affecting us internally. So it gave me a very good understanding of both the lives, being in that corporate life as well as,
Mm.
now specialized in this. So it helped me understand a lot. So yeah, that's how my journey started, and I'm so grateful to be here.
No, I think you just said it. I was just going to ask you about that. How did you manage this transition? Because I meet women and, I have my career from banking as well. And you see everybody which is overworked, stressed, looking unhealthy, sorry to say. Not many of them are fit. And my heart goes out. And a lot of them, like you, have figured it out that this is not exactly, but the comfort of who leaves that big salary and a fat bonus and moves into it. So a steady corporate income and then moving into becoming a solopreneur or an entrepreneur or whatever is always a challenging thing. So how did you manage this transition? Still
I
managed it.
I think the first 6 months were a lot of, it took me a lot to understand, get okay, because like you rightly said, money is important. There's no denying that, right? And it comes with a lot of hard work for all of us. But it took me at least 6 months to be okay about the fact that I was starting from scratch, and genuinely, Mandeep, I think I left it to the guidance of the universe to guide me. I
Wow.
took a step and I said, from here on, I will put in my hard work and my sincerity. The rest is something that the universe should look after. So I had that little bit of, that little bit of faith. Yet I would say 1% faith and 99% of just, just going ahead with my own uh, strength. So
That's well done. Really, really. This sounds really good. Tell me, what is your typical day like and how many hours do you practice?
Suddenly I feel my 24 hours is very less for me because I wish to do so much more. But yeah, so my day starts like at 4:30 a.m. and I wake up right in the morning so that I'm able to, gather myself and be ready for the day. Because ultimately, when it comes to yoga, it's all about the energy, right? So if I'm able to keep my self into that rhythm for the day, it works out much better for everybody around me, including me. So my day starts at 4:30 in the morning. I have about on an average 6 to 7 classes in a day. And I go through my own practice is 2 hours every single day, which is including asana practice and breathing and pranayam and all of that. So that's Monday to Friday. And Saturday, Sunday, I keep it a little light so that I'm able to recoup because the body also needs to recover. And also, we need a break from our routine as well. Very important.
Yeah, and you do group classes and individuals. So I know one of the things which fascinated me, which drew me to you, was that you like to understand the medical history to some extent of people and why were they getting into yoga. I would like to you to share a little bit about it because you're so passionate. You go back and you study about if somebody is having thyroid or diabetes or PCOD. So I think I would like you to tell these things about medicine and yoga little bit to people because I think a lot of people, it's like, how do I take out the time to do yoga? And at the same time, you're popping pills and doing weights and running or gymming sounds much, easier to do, or everybody has it in their society these days, except
Fashionable also.
okay, that's a fad. It's most of the time. So tell me, how do you, what is your message to these people?
The only one thing I think, first, I'd like to tap upon the question, very important question you asked, is that all of us are busy. Yeah. We all do not have the time, right? But why is it that I ask only one question to everyone, that why is it that when the doctor tells you this is it, how do you take out time then? Right? So let's take a step back and understand that when there's a war, right, you do not practice your skills when you're at the battlefield.
Mhm.
Practice your skills beforehand to be prepared for the war.
Well said. Yes.
So life is like that. Health is like that. You don't have to wait for the doctor to give you a prescription to say start working out. No. Start preparing yourself beforehand. Agreed? We all have our responsibilities as a mother, a housewife, entrepreneur, all of those entitlements that we have, right? But what is more important is, are you doing this for yourself or for them?
Mm.
So first, let's let go of the fact that it's them first, then you. No, it's you first and then it's them. Because if you are not healthy, you are not happy, you are not at peace, how will you have that ripple effect? Yes, you will do it in your best capacity, but that internal happiness will not come, right? And you will just go with the flow till one fine day, right? So most important part is start being proactive, right? Now comes the point of, yes, we have a very busy day with all the responsibilities. So, what do? Take out 15 minutes in a day.
Mm.
Start with a doable, realistic time.
Mm.
Yes, we want to get to Mount Everest, but on you can't just run up, right? You have to walk every single day to walk up, right?
Mm.
And even when you walk the summit, you don't look from down and look up, hey, I want to go there. You'll get overwhelmed. So don't look at there is a goal, right? But start with realistic small goals. So first things first, 15 minutes, that's all you need. And remember, it takes 21 days to make any habit ingrained into you. There's a proper research which has been done, and I think everybody knows this, right? So 21 days is all you need to keep that 15 minutes going, and then you will not even realize how it's become a part of your life. So it's a very it's literally a cry out for everyone out there that please prioritize yourself and don't feel guilty in doing that. Please don't feel guilty because you are also very important. I think you are most important than every.
That's true. That's true.
And the second amazing question that you asked me, Mandeep, was that I try to go into the depth of everyone's background before, even if it's a group class, because the most important part is to understand that so-called illness, where is it coming from? So in my life of X amount of years, I'm 43. This year I turn, oh, next month I turn 43. And I have seen, I have experienced, and I still do all different forms of workout because personally I feel each workout has something to give you to the body, right? You take any form. Let's say dance is fun and full body workout. HIIT is efficient and effective. Martial arts, which I have also experienced, is mental discipline, full body again. Strength training, of course, it bone health, develops your muscles. Running is great for your cardiovascular, Zumba cardiovascular. So each form has something to offer you, right? I have and I still do most. But what kept me going for yoga is something which is connected to your question. Yoga is something which goes to the internal aspect of a human being, the inner part, which generally we are very scared to ruffle and we're not very aware of it, right? Where you actually understand the inner you. That's what kept me fixed because for me, the mental and the emotional strength is what hooked me on for so many years that I felt the power, not at the physical level, at a very deep level, that where is this power to take on life? When life had oranges to throw at me, right? Or all those situations, that where is this coming from? And that one thing which I knew was going on was my yoga. So in the same way, when we talk about medicine and yoga, why is yoga globally takes care of the issues which are ingrained, right? It's a very simple understanding. And I want to go to a little depth of this.
Mm.
So when it comes to the body or mind, if we cut our body in half, right? It'll be flesh and blood and bones, right? But when you cut your mind, where is your mind and thoughts and energy system located in yoga, right? It's not at a physical level. There are 5 layers, okay, which is called as panchakosha. The body has 5 layers, okay? So it's like a Venn diagram, circle, 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 circle. The first layer is Anamaya Kosha, where is the physical body made of food and what you eat. So all the asana practice that we do, healthy body, healthy mind. Right? Second layer is pranayama. Pranayama, a breath work, energy that you can't see, right? But when you do pranayama, it gets active. The third layer is Manomoya Kosha, and the fourth is Vijnanya Maya Kosha. Okay, what is it? Your wisdom. When you work on your concentration, your dhyana, that you're sitting and meditating, this gets active. Okay. And the final one, and the most blissful one, is your Anandamaya Kosha, where you're in deep meditation or selfless service and you're devoting your work to the blissful body. So, this is the science of how yoga takes care of these layers. So, the main point being, any problem having happening at a surface level is coming from these five layers. When we touch upon these layers through asana practice, meditation, pranayama, kriyas, yoga philosophy, that we know I keep sharing some philosophy with you always. It's a holistic and traditional practice of evolving yourself and taking out the illness from the root cause.
Yeah.
This is what is actually the tool that yoga is all about, where we take it out from the root, and hence the body and mind, and you yourself reach your highest potential. Physical level, everything is happening, but you yourself start feeling very confident, very energetic, very hopeful, So, because we have gone to a level which is beyond what we can see. I'm so blessed that I have been trained by, my mentor, Mr. Bharat from India Yoga, and I do have a couple of other mentors and gurus as well, and they have really ingrained in us how does yoga, or when what we do for each and every student of mine, every life of mine, how it is transforming them from the inner side, right? So yoga is beyond understanding. Till date, like when you introduced me and you said, when you said 2 decades, I said, oh my God, I still feel there is so much more for me to learn, but it is what it is. And sorry, I could just go on and on, but yeah, this is how yoga helps.
I love that passion that you have for this, and that is so infectious. I must tell you, as a student as well, that pushes you to do this. And I have had several yoga teachers. I mean, I must tell everyone, and it requires a person like me is usually lazy. If you give me a something to read or something to work with people about and do exercise, I would always go for the former. But I know that the second is important because of my health. So I'm glad that we met, and I'm very happy to say that it's been almost 14 months that I've been at it, and yay, I'm feeling very excited about it.
And you're a very good student, I must say. Very, when you're busy
All
schedule.
my teachers have always told me that.
Great student. Yeah, I mean, it's commendable. All that I keep, saying, and you imbibe it like this amazing sponge. And I think that shows, in these months that we spent together. It's so beautiful to see your transformation as well. So I'm just happy to have you also with me, because it's a relationship, right? We share a lot of energy with each other.
Absolutely. I wanted to ask you about your success mantra because I know your philosophy, but I want all our members to know it from you as well.
My success mantra. So I think all of us do go through our ups and downs, right? We've had bottlenecks, we've had hurdles, and I think that's what life is all about. We will have these challenges, right? Um, there was a point in my life where I had hit rock bottom and I did not know which way to turn. So much so that I was, maybe I would say that I was at the end of that light that I could see in my life, right? And that's where I picked up myself from. And Mandeep, um, I have tears in my eyes, but if I can come from that point in my life where there was no way to go, uh, I know for a fact that every person who may be going through it, or can for sure pick themselves up again. So this is connected to my mantra in life: never give up. You will be challenged by situations, or sometimes with areas where you don't know where are you heading, but uh, never be defeated. Even if you fall down, I know we all know this, right? Even if you fall down, in whatever capacity you can, pick yourself up again. Again, remember to take the small baby steps. You start small, and one day after the other, you will find your own strength back. So, you asked me my success mantra. I don't know if, it's a success mantra, but it's a mantra that I strongly believe in, that, you can give in, but don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, because ultimately, victory is not in standing and saying, "Yay, I won." No, victory is, if I lost my battle yesterday, it can be a small battle of not being able to wake up, right? But today, I will redetermine to wake up again.
Mm.
And if I win today, that's my victory, right?
Yeah.
So, never be defeated, because life is what it is. So don't give up, and always have, if it's possible, have somebody to hold on to. It can be a friend, it can be a confidant, it can be a guru, a teacher, anybody. There's no problem in reaching out, right? And have faith in your own self. Sometimes we lose it ourselves, but you have people who are there to hold you. So do that. And, you know, um, if you're able to take one day at a time, one day, just one day, uh, you will see that the moon is shining brighter, the sun is happier, you are happier, right? And
You
that,
say that a healthy body is like in a healthy mind. You always talk about that. Yeah.
so Sensei always talks about, my mentor always says this, like, very nice example. He says, so there's a very particular place in Tokyo where you can see the moon bright and absolutely at its shimmer, right? But you have to travel 10 days to get there at that one point, right? It's a very long journey. So he always quotes this, and he says that if you have traveled 9 days, and when you're right at that point where you're about to give up, just that one day later is when you can see the bright light, right? Don't give up, because you don't know when that light is going to come, right? One day at a time. And that's what I keep telling people. Just show up on the mat and leave the rest. That point, from the decision, from the alarm stopping to coming onto the mat, is the struggle, where I also, I really encourage them, because I know that this is the turmoil which all of us go through. Like, when you said, now I'm lazy, Mandeep, inherently everyone is really lazy, believe me. It is discipline, and I'm not joking. It's discipline and consistency, which only thing I remember telling you. These two things form everything, is just a roller coaster ride. So discipline and consistency, along with not giving up on yourself, has been something that has been close to my heart and always will be for everybody.
Thank you so much, Monica. I can only tell people that something that I think more that you learn, you realize that yoga is not about really repetition of the postures or touching your toes, which is a common notion. It's exploring and discovering the subtle, energies in your life. And as I think you always say that, and I've read always, it's basically inhaling the future and exhaling the past. So on
Yeah.
that note, I shall kind of close this session. It was lovely having you, Monica. I really hope someday, I mean, I think I always told you we did on this Women's Day a small session with you, and I just wish that time would not stop, because doing a group session with like-minded women is so amazing.
I think you and I have experienced like chair yoga, wall yoga, socks yoga, I mean, strap yoga, you name it. And I have like 20 things that we can do. So, yeah, we're more than happy to incorporate something for all of us here.
I really wish you the best in your journey. I know you work very hard to make sure that each and every student, client of yours is happy. And I really want you to have a very, very bright future.
Thanks so much. And thank you for inspiring all of us, Mandeep. I know you're there, but I think it makes a huge difference to have somebody who, resonates with the same passion, like to help all of us. And I think I'm also very grateful to be here. And I love you too.
I have been doing yoga with Monica since over 5 years. Rather, she's one of my closest friends. I've known her for over 20 years. I met her somewhere around 2003. We have been friends ever since.
My wife and I got introduced to Monica through a friend when we were looking to continue with our yoga practice during COVID. We're very thankful for the introduction.
So I have been with Monica now for 3+ years. I have known Monica for much longer time. 40+ years is what we've known each other.
I met Monica online. I was looking someone who can help me doing advanced asanas. So Monica gave me a very practical timeline. She said that 1 year you have to be consistent and you have to grow and enjoy the journey more than the destination. So it's been 2 years with her now. The journey has been really beautiful.
What I like about Monica's classes are, I like the way they're structured. So, she starts us off with pranayams and then gradually moves into the main workout, and then there's a cool off, and overall a wholesome workout is what I would call this, because we end up taking care of our mind as well as body.
What I particularly like about what she does is the attention to detail that she pays, even on an online class, in terms of posture, in terms of breathing.
She focuses a lot on the breathing, pranayam part of it, which in turn, together with meditation, has a great effect on the composure and mind of the person. The mix also includes, by the way, dancing at times and playing games. We've done all kinds of stuff.
I always tell her that if you write a book, you have to write 365 days with Monica, because you have 365 variations. So that is one thing I really love about her. The way she plans her sessions is very mindfully. Which body part, and last time we had done intense, so this time it's going to be a little chill. So the flow is beautiful.
Yoga has constantly helped me keep calm, centered, and being able to face my challenges with a lot of strength. I feel it has improved my fight with my own brain. I always have this voice of Monica in my head that it's mind over body. And then I get up and I'm on the mat.
Personally, I used to have a lot of pains and aches in my joints, including shoulders and knees. Monica's yoga has helped me to get rid of these and to build my stamina, I would say both physically and mentally.
A lot of things have changed in me, emotional and physical. I'm a runner. I love working out. I do strength training. So yoga has helped me a lot in that also. From my lung capacity to my strength, my grips have become better. I have a surgery in a right hand, so I always thought my right hand was weaker, but it has become stronger with time.
Within 6 months of joining her, I started getting compliments from my friends that mentally also, you are looking so relaxed, you look more happy, you look more content, I don't overreact. So I think mentally the way it's changed me. Physically, obviously, I don't have to say it, because of her, I lost a lot of weight.
There's an asana called chakrasana. I have tried it since my childhood. I have not been able to do it. And I went slow and steady, and I practiced again and again. Like she said, nothing's going to be achieved in a single day. So you take time and you eventually will end up doing it. The ease at which I'm able to do that asana, I was not able to do it since my childhood. It is like one of my most memorable experiences in yoga with Monica.
I could not do dhyan for more than 2 minutes, and now it has reached to almost 20 minutes in a year. I could not sit in one place for a long time, but yoga with Monica has taught me patience and resilience. So yoga is not only about mind, body, and soul on the mat, but it is also off the mat. That is what I have learned with her.
Recently, I'd gone on a holiday. So we ended up walking like some 12, 13, 14K steps a day. My girls, in fact, gave up, and they used to be so tired by lunch, and they were like, let's go back home. And I was like, hello, look at me, look at my age. And, if I can do it, why can't you? So thank you so much, Monica. And I really, really hope that you continue spreading this magic to more people so that they discover that what you really are. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Monica Vadhera. I am a yoga teacher and a wellness coach. I also specialize in prenatal and postnatal yoga. I take group classes and I take personal classes, both online and offline. And I truly believe in giving a holistic approach to the body and mind. Having said that, I also believe in having a lot of fun and having a smile on your face, because a smile truly helps the body and mind to relax. I believe in also bringing in a lot of creativity to class, because our mind has to be fresh in doing what it does and never feel bored or mundane. So my classes are for all age groups and at all levels, and I'll be happy to have you all with me. Thank you. Namaste.